So Robyn is starting to show too many cards in her hand. And what I mean is that for years she has spent this time saying, I don't know what's happening. I don't possibly know what's happening. Cody doesn't talk about that kind of stuff. We don't talk about each other's marriages. That's not appropriate. Like on and on and on. And I don't think anyone fully believed her. I think we all kind of knew. She's still playing that angle. She's still playing the angle of like, oh, I don't understand why Christine's leaving. Was the marriage really that bad? You know, this whole thing. But at the same time, what she's starting to do is that when she thinks she has a big gotcha moment, she's happy to drag it out. And then of course, one of the big things that came out in this episode was Janelle saying, I had a conversation with Robyn that Cody threw back in my face a year and a half later. And I understood, I see what's happening. And I think we all assumed that was happening. So I don't know that Janelle's bombshell was as much a bombshell to the viewers, because at least for me, it was like, oh, of course she's doing that. Oh, that's the least surprising thing ever. You know, she has this whole thing about how she nurtures her relationship with Cody. She gives into his advances. I don't know what word she used, but something along the lines of like, she would never turn him down when his physical affections. I would never let him I would force him to go to therapy. I would never let him just walk out, like stuff like that. Like this whole like, pick me, I'm so much more special than all the other wives. And of course, what the viewers and I think the other wives are saying is that only works because he allows it to work. He only engages with you because he wants to engage with you. It's not that you're that much better of a wife to him. It's that he likes you more and therefore gives you special favor, which is not weird to do to his wife, except he came into a commitment for 4 women. And now he has one set of rules for one of them and then a different set of rules for the other 3. And in fact, I would say the other 2, and one of them is so far out to pasture, she has no rules. I mean, the fact that we're acting like Christine's the first wife to leave, when he left, he basically pushed Mary out onto the porch, slammed the door and said, good luck out there. You haven't technically left the property, but you're no longer in the home, so to speak. Very metaphorically, you know, and so, but this idea that she couldn't possibly know what's going on. But now in these interviews, as she gets more and more angry at Christine, and I assume next at Janelle, and possibly at some point at Mary, we're going to see how she responds to Mary saying that she's going to move her business. And eventually we know that she leaves Flagstaff altogether. We don't know when that is, but it's probably not till season 19 at the rate they're going. But you know, is she going to get mad at Mary too? Because Mary's abandoned her and she no longer has seems the only person in the world other than Cody who stands her, other than I guess her family seems to like her, but I don't know. So it's going to be interesting, because I think as Robyn gets more and more mad, she's going to reveal more and more things she wasn't supposed to know. She thinks it's a big gotcha moment for the other wives, but the truth is, so far her big gotcha moments have all made either her and or Cody look worse.